teams who come into today's game with 2 game-winning streaks. It's the Patriots going up against the Bills.
Thank you, Larry. Winter just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll go again to McCoy. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting. Understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. And they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Jones. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Patriots take over. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down following the run. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Slot man moves right. Again, it's Lewis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, it's McCoy. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Taylor will throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call him the passing back. So they get him the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
In motion left goes a tight end. They try again with Lewis. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. Brady now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Pushing through the contact. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Brady gives this one to Lewis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
To throw is Brady. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll run with Lewis. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And it's a big play there on 3rd down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. Now Taylor to throw, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Flushed out right. Airs this out for Matthew. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. So after the INT, it's Brady. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The slot man in motion right. They run. This is Lewis. And he'll be knocked down sideways around the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down. Brady to throw on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 20! And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there for New England. 46 yards. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Play action, now Taylor. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Lewis. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a wildcat look. It's McCoy. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. Tenth carry now for McCoy. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. 2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. Going deep here for Matthews. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Matthews that time, and it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them. So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. We have hit halftime. Still 2. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the rookie from LSU, Tre'Davious White. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
3 yards remaining here on second down. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Come on, let's go! 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Well, that wasn't just a loss. That was a loss of big yardage there. So the sense you're starting to get is that offensively, things are starting to pile up against them. And they've got to find a way to stop that. Conversely, how about the great call by the defensive coordinator? He realized that he's got him on the run a little bit. That call was made to get upfield penetration by his defensive front to try and get into the gaps, get upfield into the backfield, and make a big play. I think that was actually called, not so much just to, to get it done that way, but to say, hey, guess what? We're going to be aggressive, and we had an opportunity and seized it.
Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Taylor, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. This is Lewis. Space to maneuver at the 40. Dion Lewis. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now Taylor on first down. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, Taylor. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought they let him in a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Let's go.
They go play action with Taylor. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down.
Let's go. Ohio.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now it's Taylor, caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Here we go, Ohio.
On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Fourth down. Here's Taylor. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Back now in Buffalo. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Slot man moves right. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Brady to Gronkowski for the Patriot first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. In motion left goes Cooks. Now Lewis. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On third down, here's McCoy. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Shipped together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Rod Streeter, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills draw a bit closer. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
And this is secured by the Patriots. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. The slot man in motion right. Now they try the right side here. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it here. This is James White. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. He'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex rounds! Flex rounds! Let's go! Ohio! 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 Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
He's back to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. The 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And now a first down following that long gain. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. 6 seconds now. 5 seconds.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?